Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's nobody but Quiz. Today, we're going to be redoing this headliner. It's raining. That's why I'm inside the car. I ain't want to get wet. But we're going to be replacing this headliner and basically redoing it. So, I'm going to take you along with the process of how we do it. This will be my first time doing something like this. Watched it plenty of times on YouTube. So, we're just going to get started. So, first things first. You can use a pry tool, but we're going to take these A pillars off. So we got two A pillars. So you see, I kind of started. But I went to practice on that one yesterday. That's why that looks. But basically, that's what we're going for, the black Alcantara. Going from this doo-doo green, whatever this is, to the beautiful black Alcantara. Here's a closer look at the A pillar I redid in black Alcantara. Basically, this will be a part one and a part two of the series. Basically, part one will be the removal of the interior headliner and all that, and then basically part two will be the re-upholstery process. Here's a look at what it looks like inside the car. But if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. So for this one, this one's pretty simple. The A pillar. All you're gonna do is basically you're just gonna pry, and it should just eventually pop off. So I got the battery off. The reason why I got the battery off is because I doubt you can make an airbag go off, but you never know. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I basically took the battery off so I wouldn't basically trigger any airbags. Like I know it's an airbag here, which you'll see once we get here. It's a little big one here. It should be one like here or whatever. But yeah, put the neck mount on. I'm gonna try to get the best angle for you guys. But this one, like I said, it's not too hard. You just pull. Just want to be stubborn. I haven't got you off before. There you go. So like I said, you pry. Now there's a little piece in here. So I take the camera. There's a little piece in here. This little black piece. All you're gonna do is you're gonna push up on it. Pops up. And then boom. Then all you're gonna do from there. You're gonna slide it up, and it pops out. So that's one piece that's out. And basically, whatever you see me do, I'm just gonna repeat on the other side. So I'm gonna do the same thing, get that one off, and then we're gonna work on this one. This one seems to be a little difficult. Like I said, this is my first time doing anything like this. So yeah. So I went ahead and cut the power back off to the car, because this is the last thing holding up this last B pillar. So in order to get this off, you need to undo this seat belt. And so you remove this here. This one's kind of okay. Move it like that. I need that. Come back. All right, there, I got flipped in the back. Okay. This is a 10 millimeter bolt. All right. Once you undo that, now you can pop this cover off. You see there's a groove here. I'll just take something, kind of pop it up, and then pop the rest of it out. Now, the way to get this off, you just release it out of the hooks, and then it releases. So now, last thing to do, to take this B pillar off. So, I'm gonna pry this out. If I can get it out. See? Go pry that out. Add that to the inventory. And there should be Oh, okay. So I did all the hard work last time of taking this whole thing off. Just hit this button. Come closer so I can show you. So last time when I did the other side, nothing is visible here. There's supposed to be a bolt here. It's supposed to be a bolt here. So all you gotta do, pull that down. Now the bolt is visible. That's a 7mm bolt. Oh, it fell in there. Once you do that, then you can pop this whole thing out. Last time on the other side, I had to, once I got all this out, I kept trying to pull it out. It wouldn't come out. So there's a little tab in here, right here, that you may have to lift up on slightly. It didn't pull out. But now that this out, oh, it looks like the bottom one to come with it. If I can get it. There's two tabs. Here we go. Pull that off. Dang, I just pulled the other one off. And then there you go. Right here is gonna be, well, that was the A. This is gonna be a C pillar. This is another one of the things that we have to remove in order to get this off. So in order to get that off, all you're gonna do, take your little pry tool, preferably plastic, and you're gonna pry it out. When you pry it out, you see there's a, can't see it because it's dark, but there's a bolt right there. Let me grab my flashlight. But these are 7mm bolts to the C pillars. They're both 7mm bolts. The ones to the handles are 8mm. So got my little light so you can see what I'm talking about, but those are 7mm bolts. So like I said, each bolt I basically take out is gonna go in the cup holder, and I know where everything goes, so ain't no big deal. So I'm gonna put that in the cup holder, and after that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pry this, and it'll pop out. You're gonna come across, and there we go. Now it's out. It's out from back here. So for this C pillar, I assume we're probably gonna have to remove, if you have a sedan, I don't know what it's like for a coupe, but at least for a sedan. Wagons, I've seen all you gotta do is just remove it, take the bolt out and pry it out, and it comes out easy. But for the sedans, I don't know about the coupes, but the sedan, the seat belt is tied into here. So what we're probably gonna have to do, actually I might not even have to do that. The seat belt is right here, and honestly all we need is the seat belt to slide through here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that out. So right now, going the wrong way. Don't worry now, we got more power. Try not to go crazy on it. I had it at the first sitting. I try not to go crazy on these bolts and stuff, but I had them the first sitting to make sure it was good. Got this little loop here. So after you undo the seat belt, is you're gonna take this. Dang, if I can get it to work. Get it out the, yeah, there you go. Get it out of there. Once you get that out, I assume you should be able to just pull this out. So I get this off the way. Should be able to just There we go. Pull it out. Right, I can pop this off. Oh, well, okay. So that's the other one off. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this off because I want to spray paint. I want everything to be in sync, so I want to spray paint this black. So, in order to get this off, just the little tab here, just pull, and then just pull it through. Like I said, I'll come back later to figure out how to get this off so that I can spray paint it. So, same thing, like I said, all we're doing is just prying everything off. So, I'm just gonna come here. And we're gonna pry it off. Try to do each corner at a time. Now, once you pry it off, so I pulled it a little bit to give me a little bit of room. And there's a tab right here. Just pry up on the tab. My fingers! Break my fingernail trying to do it. Nah, I'm about to fail. Trying to do it with one hand. Alright, there you go. Once you pry it, you can pull it off. Alright, boom. Simple, easy. We're gonna work on this side first. All you're gonna do is to flip it down. And we're gonna pull it out. Yeah. And all you're gonna do is pry this down. The way I like to do is I like to go till I hit crack on all sides, so I know it's working right. All right, and then eventually it should just pop off. All right, bro, you're embarrassing me. There you go. So once you get that off, add to the inventory. Grab your T15. I got like 30 adapters up here. You can show me this. Like I said, I just put all my bolts and stuff in here. I know where everything goes, so I know what the bolt looks like and stuff. But I put all my stuff in there. So after that, you should be able to, oh, no, before that, you're basically gonna take it. When I did it yesterday, I was kind of confused on whether you pulled it out that way or whatever, but just get it out, just be careful. So like what I did yesterday was I pushed up and then kind of yanked on this until it came out. So we're gonna do the same thing. So we're just gonna push up. Fucking aim. Oops. Damn. That's one out that I didn't even need to get out. Oh no, I forgot this turns. Come on, bitch. Alright. So yesterday for this connector, you're gonna pull down slightly. Try not to be crazy with it. You can pull it. Basically I had to push up and pull. Cause basically we gotta get to this connector, kind of like how we did here, and then we gotta unplug it. Because there's no way to unplug it from here. At least not that I know of. Same thing, you're gonna go all around. And all I'm gonna do is just undo all these harnesses. Pull up until it disconnect. Same thing with this one. Pull up. Here you pry up on this tab here. Once you pry up, you come in on the side and just lift it up. You can't, I was trying to like take it out with my hand. You cannot take that out with your hand for some odd reason. I had to like pry just to get it out. So those two are out. So now we're left with the last three. Two. These two. Okay. All right, so we got this off. In order to get this off, there's a little piece on the back of it. I was doing it here first. That's not how it works. It's on the back. Pry out. Then once you get that out, add that to your inventory. And it is a that's a T15. But yeah, comes right out. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna screw it out. I'm not even going. Hang on. Alright, now it's loose. This will pop out. Add that screw to your inventory. Little screw right here. Once you get that out, all right, come on. Add that to the inventory, and we're gonna do the same thing to this one. And then, I mean, we almost done. All right, so like I said, now we got everything for here. I mean, you just pry. So, this side is all fucking. Okay. Was it the one right here?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe like do the corner and then here.
Come on. Was there something here on this one?
I want to say so, probably, but you don't feel any, do you? I didn't feel any.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it just falls out, kind of like the backside did. Ooh, good.
There we go. All right. That's it. And then like I say, what you got? These fucking three. Oh, so you can see little clips right there.
Now we can, yeah.
Little clips. All right, so last and final thing. So we got everything loose. Is to take this off. You pry this off. I had to do some searching. A lot of this stuff, like I said, I mean, I never did any of this before. We kind of just going off of the fly. But this right here was being held in by this right here. Now, I tried prying it out. That doesn't work. But it's basically held in by this. Honestly, I didn't push that hard. But obviously, I pushed it hard enough to break. I didn't feel like I pushed it hard enough. But I was just trying to see what this do. And I pushed up too hard and it broke it. But basically what you do is you'll pry down, and then after you pry down, you'll just kind of push the whole headliner back to the trunk, and then that will basically, that piece right there, that white piece will basically slide off, and then you get the headliner out. So right now, the headliner, we can finally take it out. Make sure you disconnect all your connectors and stuff, which we're going to disconnect these two connectors right here because we couldn't understand how to freaking take those out. So we're going to take that out, and then we're we're gonna take the whole thing out. All right, so in YouTube videos, they don't tell you or show you anything about this. So most times they say just disconnect the connectors and then you can pull the whole thing out. Well, long story short, on Cadillac, there's no disconnector. You can just disconnect and this whole thing comes out with it. There's a connector here that's basically holding it in, connector there that's holding it in, connector here that's holding it in, and then the other one on the other. It's basically, you got 4 connectors on each side holding it in. And like I said, the only 2 connectors that's accessible is that one and the passenger front. There's one in the back. I'm gonna keep all the connectors connected, and all I'm gonna do is basically I'm just being really careful not to cut any of the actual wires. Basically what I'm gonna do is the glue that glued this to the headliner, I'm basically just gonna go against the glue, or alongside the glue. That's all I'm cutting, just to pry this out. As I do it, it'll all start to come out, and then basically when I get ready to put this back in, I'll figure out what to do when I get ready to come back in. So some of it, after a while, it gets easy to come off. So I got that one off, no problem. And I got the OEM wire anyway, so I can wrap it up when I get ready to put this back in. So take all this out, push that through. We'll figure that out later, but I'm gonna cut that on that side. I'm just gonna go all the way around. So yeah, so we had to take both seats out just to get the headliner out, and then we came through this way. So you had it kind of slightly bended to get it out. To take these seats out, you need the, what's it called? A T50, 2 bolts. Once you take the 2 bolts out, obviously unplug the battery, unplug the harness that goes to them, which is that yellow one, and basically these right here, unplug those. Then after you unplug them, basically you lean the seat back. So for example, you have somebody, I forgot how we did it. Yeah, you lift up. No. You lift up. Yeah, you push up on the back, and then you have to kind of wiggle the front out, because there's like grooves that it sits in right here. You got these grooves that basically they sit in, so you gotta wiggle those out. But now that we got that out, this looks like a mess, but we'll get all my sockets and stuff, and then we're gonna go back inside and get to work. Kind of holding it, but if you can go ahead and vacuum up all that stuff away.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?